predicates. It is possible to find out the preferred system of the writer of any book by paying attention to the language that he or she uses. Except for NLP books, where the writers may take a rather more calculated approach to the words they use. Great literature always has a rich and varied mix of predicates, using all the representational systems equally, hence its universal appeal. Words such as comprehend, understand, think, and process are not sensory-based, and so are useful in terms of representational systems. Academic treatises tend to use them in preference to sensory-based words, perhaps as an unconscious recognition that sensory-based words are more personal to the writer and reader and so less objective. However, neutral words will be translated differently by the kinesthetic, auditory, or visual readers, and give rise to many academic arguments, often over the meaning of the words. Everyone thinks they are right. You may like to become aware over the coming weeks what sort of words you favor in normal conversation. It is also fascinating to listen to others and discover what sort of sensory-based language they prefer. Those of you who prefer to think in pictures may like to see if you can identify the colorful language patterns of the people around you. If you think kinesthetically, you could get in touch with the way people put themselves over, and if you think in sounds, we will ask you to listen carefully and tune into how different people talk. There are important implications for gaining rapport. The secret of good communication is not so much what you say, but how you say it. To create rapport, match predicates with the other person. You will be speaking their language and presenting ideas in just the way they think about them. Your ability to do this will depend on two things. Firstly, your sensory acuity in noticing, hearing, or picking up other people's language patterns. And secondly, having an adequate vocabulary of words in that representational system to respond. Conversations will not all be in one system, of course, but matching language does wonders for rapport. You are more likely to gain rapport with a person who thinks in the same way as you, and you discover this by listening to the words he or she uses, regardless of whether you agree with them or not. You might be on the same wavelength, or you might see eye to eye. Then again, you might get a solid understanding. It is a good idea to use a good mix of predicated when you address a group of people. Let the visualizers see what you are saying. Let the auditory thinkers hear you loud and clear. And put yourself over so that the kinesthetic thinkers in the audience can grasp your meaning. Otherwise, why should they listen to you? You risk 2/3 of your audience not following your talk if you confine yourself to explaining in one representational system.